Hello, everybody. Hello, hello. Thank you for being here. Hello, hello. Wait for some people to come in. I see Jay's here and Arthur's here. Wait for more people to arrive. Can you guys hear me? Just let me know if you can hear me, please, because the last one I did, I had trouble with audio in the beginning. So if either of you two are still here, just let me... Teddy, please. Come on. Go. Hi, Lisa. Can you guys hear me? All right. Yes. Thank you for answering. Thank you. Thank you. Excellent. That's a good sign. Great, 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 great. All right. So we'll wait for some more people to come in. Technically, this isn't an upcycled jewelry tutorial because I'm not upcycling jewelry, but this is actually an upcycled non-jewelry item I'm making. Most of the stuff I'm using for this project is upcycled, except for the adhesive, except for the tape and the glue. Everything is going to be upcycled, recycled, reused. So, just to let you guys know, again, I'm winging it. I've never done this before. I just planned it in my head and I haven't done it in real life. So we'll see how it turns out. Just going to do it on the fly like I usually do and see how it works. If it comes out like I think it's going to come out in my head, how I imagine doing it. I was trying to think of a creative way to do it. So we'll see how it works out. Oh, I know it's slow going with people coming in. I know notifications are pretty late lately for people. So how are you guys doing? Good? A little cooler out today, but sunny. It stayed cool in the house last night. It went into the 30s, I think it was. It was pretty chilly. But I got some stuff done around the house, so I'm going to do this today, and possibly Tuesday or Wednesday I got another mystery jewelry box, which may or may not be craft stuff, or it might be good stuff. I'm going to do it live and sell stuff right out of the box again, like I did the last time, from the same lady. So I figured, well, if it's from the same lady, I have a chance of some stuff being good in it, and some stuff will probably be for repurpose. So I'll just do it live again right out of the box. Except the one I got from her last time, I think was 7 or 8 pounds. And the one I have now, I think is 10 or 11 pounds. So I don't think I'm going to be able to do the whole thing in one sitting. But we'll see. We'll see. Hello to anybody that's lurking. If you're here, please chime in the chat. Make sure you're on live chat, guys, so you can see all the comments and so everybody can see all your comments. Top chat is worthless. I don't know why YouTube kept that and got rid of other things. Oh, nice. Sounds good, Jay. Awesome. Hey, Kim, how are you? I got this cute little biker figurine from the antique mall. Hey, Sharon, thanks for being here, guys. Hello, hello. And she's really cute, and I'm deciding whether I should sell her or not. She's like a shelf sitter, but she's a biker babe. She's cute. She's wearing black leathers. I don't know what to do with her yet. She's sitting on my top shelf right about now. She's got sunglasses on. Really cute. I might sell her at the next Anything Goes sale. I think I'm going to dedicate once a week for a strictly jewelry auction sale, and then another day of the week for anything. Jewelry, collectibles, ephemera, whatever. Just for whatever I want to bring up for sale. You want to see let me go get her. She's really cute. She's wearing her little but oh, it's signed. Oh, wait a minute. Let me see what this says. Where is my Let me get my jeweler's eye here. J Manaing, limited edition. Maniang. I'll show you. J Manaing, limited edition. It's made out of clay. Let me get I still have the tag thing on her leg. Let me cut that off. That was where her price tag was. They rip off the price tags at the mall to give them to the vendors at the end of the month. So, yeah, but she's cute. She's adorable. Look at her boots. She's got the bling on her finger. She's got the bling in her ears. She's pretty happy. She's got some cleavage going on. And she's a shelf sitter. She just sits there. It's pretty cool. And there she is. Yeah, she's thrilled. She's got the zippers on the jacket and the pants. Skirt? No, skirts. Maybe she's wearing skirts. See your eyes. Oh, I'll probably sell her. I don't need her. I'm supposed to get rid of stuff right now, and I picked her up because I thought she was really cute. I don't know. I have to research the artist. I'll have to research the artist. Look up that signature, but she's cute. A lot of blonde hair. Well, you could paint her hair red, I'm sure. But she's cute. Love those boots. Yeah. She's adorable. And she's just sitting on my upper shelf right now. She's got her collar up and everything. She's having a good day. So let me go put her back. I have to keep her far away from the cats. I don't want them knocking her over. Okay. I hope you guys enjoyed yesterday's auction sale with stuff, not just jewelry. That was kind of fun, changing it up a bit. So I don't know if Sundays are going to stay jewelry or if Sundays are going to turn into anything goes, and then I'll make jewelry another night during the week. I'll probably try it out both ways. I'll do like maybe Thursday for jewelry and Sunday for anything goes, and then I'll try going back to all jewelry on Sunday and having Thursday anything goes. We'll see. It's up in the air. Oh, Teddy, what? I know you've been here since a half hour before I started because you knew I was setting up for a live. What? You can't jump up here when I'm doing this stuff. I'm sorry. And they can't see you this camera angle. You can't say hi to everybody. Nobody can see you except if you jump up here and they'll see your paws. Yeah, we're waiting for more people to come in. It's almost 10 after, and I thought more people would be coming in. I know, but you can't come up here while I'm working, so why don't you go play? Let me go give them TREATS. I'll be right back. That might give me some time. All right. That should give me about 5 minutes of freedom. Oh, yeah. I have the blade here, too. I don't want him jumping up here. He's something else. Your dogs can spell. They just came running over. Bindi! Bindi! Aw, one of your cats on the back in the sun kitchen window. Cute. Hey, Carol Ann, how are you? Hello, hello. 95 out. Wow. Hey, Sugar Plum Fairy, how are you? Hi, guys. Now we got people coming in. Man, those notifications are slow. Okay, so let's get started. Technically, this is not an upcycled jewelry project. It is actually something for your jewelry, but it's made with upcycled items that plenty of you probably have, you know, as crafters, as jewelry buyers and whatnot. You probably have a lot of this stuff anyway. As far as a cigar box goes, you could get them at thrift stores, yard sales. They're very easy to come by. Hey, Manji, how are you? Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Well, we had 14, now we dropped down to 9. Okay, so regardless, we're going to keep going because it's already 11 after. Hello, Debbie, how are you? This is going to be a holder for your rings. It's going to be storage for your rings. I've never done this before. Winging it again, as usual on my tutorials. I have a habit of doing that. I thought it up in my head, and we'll see if it actually happens in real life, if I could bring it to fruition and actually have it turn out the way I see it in my head. What you're going to need is some glue. Fabri-Tac works good because it dries fast. Magic marker, a fat magic marker, one like this, or a fat, if you have a Sharpie highlighter, but this one isn't as thick around as this kind. So I'm using this one because it's going to make a bigger roll. Okay, and then a pen or a pencil, scissors. You may want to cut some stuff with a box cutter or just a blade. It might be easier so you don't collapse the roll, the tubes. So it's easier just to run, you know, a blade down it than to try to cut it with scissors and have it all crinkle up and wrinkle. And some scrap fabric. This could be scrap fabric from fabric you do crafts with, or it could be scrap fabric from an old shirt, an old pair of pants, an old skirt, something you got at a yard sale for a quarter, something you thought you were going to have to throw away because it had a stain, but there's other parts of the fabric that you absolutely love that doesn't have a stain on it, that you want to keep the fabric. If it was something, say it was something of your a dearly departed member of the family or friend, and it was one of their shirts, and you want to use that, or you want to make it as a gift for somebody to present it to somebody because it was their mother's shirt, and you're making something for them that every time they open it, they could see the fabric from their mother's shirt. All sorts of reasons and ways you can get fabric from anywhere. I'm sure everybody's got ways to get fabric. Paper towel rolls. I'm sure many of you have those. Toilet paper rolls. Same thing. Scrap cardboard. I'm sure many of you have scrap cardboard you can cut. All right. Cigar box. Like I said, get a cigar box from a yard sale, flea market, thrift store. You can get them all over the place. And you're going to need tape. So that's all we're going to need for this project. It's going to be pretty straightforward. And tape measure or ruler, whatever you have. So the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to have, let me get this stuff out of the way, and I'll explain what I'm doing here. Hopefully it'll turn out like it will in my head. All right, let me move all this stuff out of the way so you guys can see what I'm doing. Let me get the fabric out of the way. I'm sure Teddy's going to come jumping up through the window from behind. So I got this cigar box. And at the end, you can embellish this, or you can paint it, or you can decoupage it, or you can cut a piece of fabric and then decoupage over the fabric, or you can just leave it like a cigar box and then be like, bam, there's the rings in there. I like this one. It's not a tall square one. It's more of a lower rectangular one, so it'll look nicer with the rolls for the that you're going to put your rings in for storage. So I picked this up. I actually got this one from my friend's booth at the antique mall, and I think I paid like $2 for it, maybe $2.77 or something like that. And that's what it looks like. And you know, they have the shorter ones, they have taller ones. Obviously, you don't want a real deep square box for your rings. It's going to be pain in the butt. So we're just going to fill this space. And you don't have to do the way we're going to do the rolls going all the way down it. You don't have to do them all the way up, all the way across if you want. You can have a break in it. You can have some long rows and you can have some shorter rows, and then have this little area open to put little post earrings or something in, or earring backs or whatever you want to put in there, just to keep them handy. A ring, the sizers for rings that you put on to make the rings smaller, whatever. And you can just leave them in there. So we're going to try that route and see how it works. And the first thing you're going to do is you're going to take your cardboard toilet paper roll. Now this is because I'm going to do some short rows and then I'm going to do some longer rows. And you're going to take your toilet paper roll, and what you're going to do is you're going to make a line, and then you're going to measure around, and you're going to divide that in half, and that's going to be where you make your other line. So you're going to have 2 equal halves. Then you're going to cut, and then you're going to cut the other line, and that will give you, like, get this tape off. That will give you like 2 canoe shapes from one toilet paper roll. Okay, and that's how we're going to start it. And then I'm probably going to make another set, and then I'm going to do a couple long ones. All right, so what we're going to do with these is where the marker comes in, and you're going to take them and you're going to make them round. You're going to make sure the ends line up, the corners line up across from each other. If you do it like that, it's going to be wonky. So you're going to try to get them as close as possible to match up, and you're going to bring some clear tape. Now you're not going to do them extra tight, because if you do them extra tight, you'll have trouble getting them off of the marker. So we're going to take it, push it down. I'm going to meet those ends up. And I don't want this to be extra tight because I want to be able to get it off. All right, so we have that one. Then we're going to match up the ends here. And we're going to do this one. All right, it still comes off. We're going to do one in the middle. Like that. And you could do a couple more if you want to make it more stable, but it still comes off the marker. So, like I said, I was planning this in my brain, and we'll see if it works. All right, so you do that, and you squish the sides down so you have sort of close to round as you can. Then you're going to slide it off, and that's going to be one of your rolls to that we're going to work with, that we're going to stack in the box. Okay, same thing with this one. Pardon the creaky chair. You're going to match up the corners. Put the tape around. Match up the corners. Tape around. Just for the sake of stability, we'll just There we go. And it comes off like that. And as you see, what we're making is, you know, when they have those rolls that you stick the rings in between. So we're going to have these come down. And then what I did was I already took one of the paper towel rolls and I measured. You measure from the inside here to the inside here. You mark it, and then you're gonna measure the distance from here to here and mark at various places around the tube. That way you can make your line. And then you're gonna cut that like I did with this one. And then you're going to figure out your halvesies again, like on the toilet paper roll, and make those lines. So let me cut those. And they don't have to be perfect because you're not going to see them. I'm just cutting them with scissors down the line. There we go. All right, and then you're going to do the same thing with the marker. That way you can get more of a circular. Let me get this out of the way. That way you get more of a circular tube. Okay, we'll do this side first. Go to the end, make sure the ends line up as best as possible. Make sure we can still slide that. Okay, it can still move. So you really don't want to tear it apart. And then this piece here. And then we'll pop this out this side. And then you're going to put it on this side. You're going to make sure those ends match up as best as you can. So we're going to have to do like that. Okay. Like I said, guys, I haven't tried this before, so we're just winging it. And that part, I'm going to make a little tighter. We'll see if it comes out like I think it's going to come out. If it doesn't come out exactly like I wanted, that's fine. I've never tried this before, so. All right, then we'll get that out there. Kind of bend the edges in a little bit so they're not like a teardrop. And then you'll see this is a little tight, so we're going to have to cut it down just a smidgen. Just a smidgen. Take a little bit of that edge off. Let me see if that helps. Hello, Melissa. How are you? Okay, so it's going to go in like that. And then we'll do a couple more. And then up toward the top, we're going to make shorter ones. And they're going to meet up. So we're just going to try to do these as fast as we can so we can get to that part. Okay. this side. Ooh, that one fits in there better. Okay. Then we're gonna take this one, we're gonna trim the end off with some scissors. Or like I said, you can use a box cutter if you're, I didn't want to attempt to use a box cutter while I was on live TV because who knows. All right, so you trim that down, give the extra piece to your cats. Voila. Okay, and then you're going to do your line. Thanks, Melissa. Thank you for sharing it out. I really appreciate it. Okay, and then we're going to do whoopsie. Do our line there. It's about 2.5 around to the other side. So we're going to take that and do our 2.5 here, mark it. And we're going to do our 2.5 here, mark it. Did I do the wrong? Nope, it's right there. Okay, then we're going to take this. Is it 2.5? Yeah. And match up the markings. So I have that one from there and that one from there. Just going to do a. Not my fingers being in the way. Just going to match that line up. Okay. Tape measure out of the way. And we're going to cut this one down the lines. Got that part, and this part. Put your hands under there if you have to. Cut that. Then you have 2 more of the long ones, and you're going to do this again. And I think in the future, I really don't think I'm going to, if I do these, I'm not going to really do lives anymore because really don't get many people here at the lives, and I don't think people are really interested in watching this live when they can just watch it at their leisure whenever they have time or whenever they feel like it. So it's hard because I set up all this stuff and I could just pre-record it. We'll see how that turns out if I pre-record them instead of doing them live. There's always something you can upcycle in your house. Always. Look in your garage. There's probably tons of stuff in your garage that you can upcycle. Okay, so you take that and we'll test fit it, and it fits in there. So we have 3 of the big ones so far and 2 of the little ones. And I'm going to see if I can do probably, I could probably do 2 of the little ones, or I could do 1 big one and 1 little one. I don't know. We'll see if we can fit them in there. But that's basically how they're going to look. Let's try a couple more of the little ones. And let's see if this will be the same. Which is around a little over 5. Okay, so we'll take this. Make our line. Yeah. Cereal boxes are good too. I just figured for these are going to be cylindrical, so we would use the paper towel rolls and the toilet paper rolls. Okay. Let's do our 2.5 and our 2.5. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff you could do. I mean, we made bunny baskets when I was in elementary school. When I was in 3rd grade, I remember making bunny rabbit baskets out of milk jugs, the milk containers, the cardboard milk containers. Believe it or not, I still remember that. I had my 3rd grade teacher was an art person, so I loved it. That was my favorite grade in school. All right, so we'll do that down the middle again. Well, good. Thank you, Melissa. All right, so we cut it there. I know this is an exciting project, but maybe you'll be excited when you see the end result of it. So then we're going to take our trusty marker. And these smell really good, and I suggest you not take these off and smell them when you're working, because you're not going to get much done. These have not changed in the years. Whew, I can smell it just having it open for that second. Okay. And we're going to take this. We're going to match up those corners. Wrap it around. Wrap it. Wrap it. Put that there. Pull that out so you have this. You don't want to hear where it tapers, because it's going to mess up your tube structure. And like I said, toilet paper roll, paper towel roll, scrap fabric, an old cigar box, and some scrap cardboard, which I'm sure we all have from boxes lying around. Okay, I'm going to put that one there and see if we can actually get away with 1 or 2 more. I think we could do 1 more of these and 1 of the big one. So let's do that as quick as we can. Oh, you're allergic to those. Wow. Okay. I love the smell of gasoline too. I used to love going to the gas station with my mom when I was a kid, and I'd be sitting there going, after the truck just came. All right, so let's do this last one and see if we can squeeze it in there. Like I said, I didn't pre-do this, so I don't know if these are going to all line up right or not. All right, line up the corners. Make sure it's loose enough that it's still going to come out. And I do hope more people on YouTube do start finding these tutorials and getting inspired. I really do. I hope somehow my stuff starts getting shown to more people. out there. That would be lovely. People could see my ideas. People would share the ideas and show people. It's got a sticky part. I didn't like that there, so. Oh, that's not good at all. All right, so let's see how that works out. See how that looks here. Whoopsie. Little too tight on that one. There we go. All right, so we don't need the marker anymore. So let's get that out of the way. Okay. I'm going to try to fit these in like that. It doesn't matter if there's a little toilet paper residue. Oh, that looks, well, once they're glued in, they'll probably sit well, but they do fit in there. Okay, so that's what it's going to look like, but we want to make a little cubby section here. So what you do when you want to cut some cardboard is you're going to put the cardboard in vertically till it's touching the bottom here and make the line from the side so you get that depth and you get the right line for it. And then you're going to cut, and they don't have to be exact, perfect. And you're going to cut strips like this. Hey, Jen, how are you? Okay. And then we're going to see the length that we're going to need. And we always go a little bit bigger just in case. Just in case. And that looks pretty good. It's okay if they pop out. We didn't glue anything down yet, so. And that'll be for that part. And we can check, and yep, it still closes fine. There's still enough room. And then we can do another part going across here, and we'll have to figure out the length for that. We can always go a little bit bigger. Okay, so that we'll just trim it down a little bit. All right, and it's going to look like that. Okay, and that way you're going to have a little area here for whatever extra stuff you want to have in your ring box. Now we're going to take that piece out. That's the vertical, that's the horizontal. Get rid of your extra stuff, get it out of the way. And I don't want it just to be the wood at the bottom. I want it to be the fabric. So what I'm going to do is take these rolls out. And we're going to cut a piece of our scrap fabric. Like I said, you can reuse some old fabric from something that you have at home. And this doesn't have to be perfect because it's going to be covered up with the rolls. But you want to make sure you get sort of a 90-degree angle somewhere on there, which will probably go like that. Straighten that out a little bit. Okay, let's see if that works out a little bit better. Okay, so we're going to put that there, and then we're going to take our Fabri-Tac. Paper towel rolls, toilet paper rolls, scrap cardboard, scrap fabric from old craft project or sewing project, or scrap fabric from an old shirt, pants, skirt, whatever you have. Get something at a yard sale, something sentimental from somebody that passed away that you want to reuse part of their clothes for something to give as a gift to somebody or keep for yourself. whatever. All right, we're going to take some Fabri-Tac and put some in the corners there. Scribble that down there. And we're going to set that in the corner so it looks a little bit nicer. Yes, so everything is being upcycled, recycled, whatever you want to call it, except for the glue and the tape. Everything else is being upcycled. Nothing is new. Everything's being reused. Okay, so that's going to be for your little pocket area that we're going to have here. Then we're going to take the fabric. Okay, let's measure the length on this. Let's see if we're going to do vertical. We don't need it on that end, but we'll need it on that end. Okay, so we'll make this a little longer. Make it a little longer on the ends. Okay. And then we're going to make it probably to there. So we could wrap it around the inside part of it, or actually the outside part of it. Make it a little longer. Okay. We'll just do a rough line. You could use your ruler if you want. You could be more precise about it. Okay. Make sure this is a little straighter than it was. And you can either have it overlap around the bottom, or you could have it overlap around the sides where the loops are. The height of the loops are going to be on the box. So we're going to take this. Put a little bit on there. Plop it down. A little bit on there. And then we're going to bring it around like that. Hold it down. See the length of this. Okay. And you can make it shorter if you want, longer, however you want it to overlap. Okay, we want to make sure that end is going to grab a lot of glue on it. Like that. We're going to stand it up to get that edge going. And we're going to get around like that. And this, with the frayed edges and everything, this could just go on the bottom. You're not going to see it. Smooth it out. Okay, then you could take this part and you could take one end off of it if you want, or you could fold one end in on the other and then glue it down just to make it a little bit more finished. You could use a toothpick if you need a little bit more control over the glue. So we'll take this side. We'll go in here a little bit with that. Fold it over. Get a toothpick. Okay, we'll push that down. And then we'll fold that over. Hold that down. And I put that press and seal down again, like always. And just hold that for a minute. Just to give it some stability. You're going to get some on you here and there. Okay. Try to hold that down a little bit. In real life, you would have more time to do this. I'm just trying to rush the process so you guys can see. Okay, and this is the back part, so we're really not going to need the back part fabric. Because that's where it's going to touch. Okay, so we have that piece. And then we'll do this piece. Just freehand it. Take our scissors. Cut out the square. Move that to the side. Pieces of cardboard all over me. Okay, then we're going to take this. Just put it right on the cardboard. Put it down there. Stand that up with your finger, roll it over, hold it down. It dries fast when you rub your fingers together. Okay, then we're going to do this side. We'll put it on the actual fabric itself. And we're going to take our finger and roll over again. Like that. Okay, now this is I believe this was the vertical part. I think this was the vertical part. Let me see. Yes, this was the vertical part. So we're not really going to need the fold overs like we did on the other part, because the back part's going to be along the back of the cigar box. And then this part is going to be behind this part of the divider. So we're just going to cut them, the extra fabric off. Okay, so that's going to be our divider pieces. Now, with the tubes, you can either glue each one separately with fabric on it, or you can attach these to the box and then take a long strip of fabric, if they were all the same size, along with the fabric, and just keep tucking it between them. And then if you ever want to change the fabric out, you can pull the fabric out and then just pop more fabric on it. Right now, I think what we'll do is, let's see how fast we can wrap these. Let's see the length of these. Okay. Now you can make these a little longer, and then you could tuck in the tuck in the ends, but one side's going to be up against the cigar box, and then the other end's going to be blocked with this, so you really don't have to do it for this one. So let me make a strip of these for this size. And you can make them a little longer and trim them down after if you want. I'm going to try to keep this at a good rate. Doesn't matter, the pattern's on both sides. It's got a little wrinkle in it, so we'll do it this way. Okay, and then you're going to take them. You probably start at the where the bottom is on it, so it's not going to be seen if it's not that great of a seam on it. Hold it this way. And you're going to match them up, and you're just going to cut that. You're going to take some to keep it stable, and then you're going to add more to the edges when you want to glue those edges down. So you're going to start where you think the middle's going to be. Right there. Press it smooth. All right, you see these ends here. You can just add that after here. You can put it in here. Just slowly pinch them together. Tap them if you want. You're going to get glue on you. Just go like that. Okay. And guys, feel free to share these tutorials out that I'm doing. That'd be great. If I got more people interested in them, I would probably do more. Now, if you wanted to do it, you could probably like put some cuts here and then tuck it in. Or you could just tuck it in this way to make a nice finished edge if you're not doing the other way. So you tuck it in like that, make it all purty. Okay, so we'll do another one. I started this like quarter after, so that's not bad. We're not doing bad on time for this. Smooth it around. And you can use velvety fabric, you can use cotton fabric, you can use felt, whatever you have handy, whatever effect you want to have. But I like the memorial. I know people make pillows out of the loved ones' shirts. But I think this would be nice if you know somebody's into jewelry and they lost somebody. Maybe their grandma got them into jewelry and it's one of their grandma's favorite shirts or something. You never know. Or it could just be something you got a yard sale or flea market, or it could be something that was your favorite shirt or something you had when you were a baby or whatever you guys want to use. We'll tuck these in around the edges. And this doesn't matter here because you're not going to see it. That's on the bottom. More glue. Try to get it in the center. Wrap it around. Hey, you might have an old quilt from, a grandparent or something or a great aunt, and the quilt's pretty beat up and falling apart, but there's a couple nice squares that you can use from the quilt still that you can salvage. Give it new life. There's nothing wrong with giving something new life. It kind of shows a new respect for the item instead of leaving it in a decrepit state. It'd be kind of nice to give it a new perspective on life and a new use adapting into your life or somebody else's as a gift. Give that item respect by renewing it. Give that item a rebirth. I'm just going to cut this one. I'm not going to tuck it in on this one. Let's just trim it. All right, we got one more small one and then the bigger ones to do. Ooh, did I make this one too small? Nope, it's good. Okay. Now, in a normal world, we would have time for this stuff to dry completely before we did each step. But we don't have that luxury here. Okay, we'll smooth it around. So it needs a little trim here. Just going to trim it instead of tucking. Get off. Little sticky situation. I am not a glue gun person. I don't use glue guns. I'm not a fan of glue guns and all the stringies that they make and everything. I'd rather use this stuff. Okay, and then we will start from the other end on this, I guess. Here. There, we do that. All right, we need 4 of these. These are going to go from end to end, so they don't really need to be. Okay, where'd my pen go? Yes, I was going to talk about decorating the top later once we got to that point. Yeah, earlier I said you could use jewelry, you can use another piece of this fabric. You could use beads, you could paint something on it, you could decoupage something on it. But today we're just worrying about the actual inside of the box itself. And maybe I can embellish it on another episode, but we're not going to have time for that today. I'm just cutting some lengths out, copying off of the first piece I cut, so we can move things along quicker for you guys. I'm just laying one piece on top and cutting around it as a template. Not exact, like I said. Got to move along faster here for the sake of the live. All right, so we have 4 pieces of these, and we have 4 of these. Try to do these as swiftly as we can. Oh, okay. Yep, so this is all upcycle stuff, guys. This is all stuff that's been used for other things before. That's the deal. Upcycle. And I know it's not upcycled jewelry like the rest of the tutorial series is. But I wasn't going to start a whole new one just for this episode, calling it upcycled other stuff around your house. I don't know what to call it. So I just kept part of the series. And then I think I'll do one more part to this series, and then we can do other upcycle things other than just jewelry, because I have some other ideas. Ooh, sticky with the glue. Get that stuff off your scissor blades. Okay, push this stuff together. Tuck in the ends. or trim the ends, whatever you'd like to do. Got 3 more to do. I'll go as fast as I can, guys. True. Very true. Oh, it's glue residue. All right, 2 more and then we can do assembling. Yeah, normally you would give this stuff time to dry fully before you start assembling it. So I think when I put it together in the box, I'm not going to glue it because this stuff isn't fully dry and it's still going to adjust itself. So I think I'm just going to place them in there. That one's got a curve on it, so we'll do it that way. If you want and it's a loved one's outfit or from their clothes, you can put a decoupage, a photo of them on the top, or get a picture frame that's the same size as the lid of the cigar box and mount that picture frame to the top of the cigar box with their picture in it. If you don't want to destroy the picture, you can do that too. Possibilities are endless. I've seen that done where they made like shadow boxes like that, but you could just do that yourself and just get a Dollar Tree picture frame and put the picture in it and glue that picture frame right to the top of the box if it's got similar dimensions. That'd be kind of cool. This one's going to overlap a little because of that fold in it. Okay, we're going to tuck these. Tuck them in the ends. All right, we have our tubes. And like I said, normally I would probably glue this stuff, but these are still wet. So what we're going to do, yeah, just find a picture frame close to the same size, put their picture in it, and then just, you know, glue it to the top. That would be pretty cool. Or you put their picture inside. Make this so it stays like this. It'll stay up at a 90-degree angle, and you can attach a ribbon with a thumbtack here and a ribbon, the other end of the ribbon with a thumbtack here, where it just stays open like this. It doesn't fall back. So when you open it up, it just stays, and you can leave it open as a display, and their picture will be right there. Maybe a picture of them wearing that shirt or that skirt that you used the fabric from. You could put that on the back part here and just leave it open all the time as a display, as a memory. And like I say, you just cut a couple pieces of ribbon, one for each side. You put the end of the ribbon here with a thumbtack, the other end here, and it'll stay open. Sort of looking like, I'll try to show you with a strip here. You'll take one end of the ribbon and attach it here, and one end of the ribbon and attach it here, and it'll keep the box open. You know, that'd be nice too. If they just want to keep it open and look at the rings and look at the picture, that'd be cool. Maybe it's some of their jewelry too, the same person that the fabric belonged to. You can have it a memorial thing, have it next to their ashes, put it on your mantle. You know, you don't have to have just rings. You could have the rings in the ring part, and then that other part we made here, you could put some of their brooches or whatnot. Okay, so now we have this part. And, well, if you guys do this stuff, please put me in the title so I can find your videos and I can watch what you make. I would love to see that. All right, so normally you would run the glue down the bottom, and you would attach it and hold it down. Okay, then you would put glue down the bottom again, and you would hold it down. Now, what did I do here? Oh, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, I think I was using here. And then you would put the glue on the bottom, put it here. Again, glue the bottom, put it here. Give them time to dry. Give them time to dry. Same thing, glue it down, glue it down. Glue it down. Glue it down. And then it would look like that. And then to finish it off nicely, was it this side? Okay, we would put this here. Is this the top? Yes. Put that piece there. I got to turn it around because I can't see what I'm doing. Move that over like that. They're starting to pop up a little because they're not glued down. Just an FYI. Because you would glue this bottom piece down where it would stop popping up. Okay, and let me put a ring in here from somebody that I got a ring from, and you put that in there like that. This is just coming up because it's not glued down. All right, so if it was glued down, it would be staying right there. And there you have it. There you have it. Homemade ring box. Only cost you for tape and glue. Everything else you should already have at home. And let me see if I can show you a better shot from a distance. Like I said, this would definitely be, you know what? Let me just tack that down because it's bothering me. And then, you know, like I said, here you could put the picture or do whatever you want with a picture. But there it is done. You can see it with a ring in there. And I'd love to see if you guys try some of my tutorials. I would really, really love that. Then if you have a big ring that doesn't fit in there, you could put the ring in there. You can put You can put a bracelet in there. You know, whatever you have laying around. You have a cat pin. You could put your cat pin in there. So I hope this inspires you guys, and it all closes up neatly. There's nothing in the way. And I hope you liked it. If you guys have any questions, feel free to spew them out now. And I really hope you guys get inspired to do some of my projects. And maybe put like a hashtag in your title. Put inspired flipping crazy or something like that. Flipping crazy inspiration, something like that, so I can find your videos. That would be awesome. Oops. I keep dropping stuff right now. Okay, guys, so there it is. Would love to see what you can do. And I use Fabri-Tac. I use Fabri-Tac for just about everything. It works really well. I've used it for years. And like I said, you don't have to make this compartment. And with this compartment too, you can cut out another square of cardboard that matches the inside of this. And then let me show you. You could take another piece of cardboard that fits inside. That would fit inside here like this. Just to show you really quick. Just another idea. And you would take that. You would cut that. And have it fit in this inside like that. So it's still flush with the top of the box. And what you could do is cut a piece of fabric. I'll do that for you really quick, just to pretend. You're going to cut a piece of fabric, and you're going to make the fabric a little longer. Let me do this. You would cover it with fabric just like you would with these pieces. And I don't have a piece big enough, so I'm just going to show it to you this way. And you would make it a little longer on the back. So when it sits in here, this piece of this extra piece of fabric you would glue, and it would make the hinge. It would make the hinge on it. And then you could just take a little piece of something here, a little strip of maybe another strip of the fabric, and glue it on here and make some kind of little pin that goes there or something. And then that would be your little trap door. And then, like I said, you just glue the fabric over to this part of the box, and you have your hinge with the fabric. And that'll keep that closed, and you have a little button thing here or a snap thing here, whatever you want to do, and just, you know, make your little flap with it. So that would be kind of cool if you don't want that stuff showing. You just want the rings showing. So there's another idea for you guys. Okay. So any other questions, guys? That would have been cool for me to make that. I like that. So sometimes you think of things as you see stuff when it's done, and you think of other things you can do with it. And then maybe you could take more of the fabric and put the fabric here and cut an opening for the photo and put like lace around the border of the photo where you cut the oval or whatever for the fabric. And you could put like a nice lace border, and the rest of this could be the same fabric, which would be cool. I mean, there's tons of ideas, guys. There's tons of things you could think of that just suits your style and what your vision is. But that would be kind of cool to have too, if you want to keep it, you know, behind there, and then that way it'll be held in, but there won't be glue on the actual photograph itself. So, you know, I would love to see you guys make some of this stuff. I really would. I would love to see, and just put flipping crazy inspiration in your title, and that way I could find your stuff, and I would love to see what you guys make. This is part 7 already. I didn't do one last week, And I think I'll just do part 8 next week. I don't know if it's going to be live or pre-recorded. And then we'll go on to regular upcycling, just like this was. This wasn't upcycling jewelry. This was upcycling for jewelry. But I've kept it in the same series. Put your kitty's pics in it. Yes, exactly. Absolutely. And if you don't have all these rings, you could do rings up to here, and then you could do another compartment here. And maybe this part could be the big compartment with the lid on it. You don't have to do for rings at all. You could just do separate compartments like I showed you with the cardboard, and do the whole bottom with the fabric at the bottom, and then just take the cardboard and do separate sections as you need them. Maybe you don't have rings. Maybe you have a lot of bracelets. Maybe you have, you want something for necklaces. Maybe you don't want it for jewelry at all. You want to put other stuff in there. You know, it's all up to you guys to do it however you need it for however you want it to be. You know? Yep. I said that earlier too. You could decoupage the top. Yes. You could embellish it with jewelry. There's all sorts of things, but we don't have time for doing the top today. So I just wanted to make sure we had time to do the inside. And I know a lot of ladies do have a lot of rings. And like I said, you can make them this length all the way down. You can make it all just these all the way, the entire thing. You can make cubby holes, however you want to make it. So I would love to see some of the projects that I did. I would love to see you guys do some of those projects and put in your title Flipping Crazy Inspiration, or do hashtag Flipping Crazy Inspiration in your title or description. I forget how that works out. But I would love to see your stuff, guys. I appreciate you being here. If there's any other questions, I'm right here. If you need to ask me something, feel free. And I hope this has inspired you to do some stuff for somebody or yourself, for a gift or yourself. You know, it's nice when you do something, make something by hand and give it as a gift. It's becoming harder and harder to come by these days, personalized gifts. You know, people just go out and get you a gift card or something generic at a store. But I think something that's made from the heart is a lot better. And it feels good when you're making it too, because you put a piece of yourself in each project that you make, you know? Well, I'll be getting more cat brooches. I collect cat jewelry, so unless I have a double, I won't be selling any cat jewelry. But I will go through my cat jewelry collection and do a video of all my cat jewelry. Actually, leave it in there because I need a picture to put on Instagram. So I'll just leave that there like that. All right, guys. So thank you for being here. Mwah! I appreciate it. And I will see you somewhere this week. Kitten Rescue Benefit Auctions Thursday. I might be doing a pop-up sale auction either tomorrow or Wednesday. I think I'll be making the thumbnail for it. I did get a mystery box of jewelry, and I'll be selling the stuff right from the box. I will be doing that too. Keep an eye out for that thumbnail. And everybody's invoices are going to be finalized Friday. Everybody's payments are due Saturday. Hope you guys have a great Monday. Thank you so much for being here. Mwah! I love you guys. Hope you got inspired. Please start making some stuff and let me see what you made. And I'll see you at the next tutorial next Monday. Thank you, guys. Bye. Take care. Have a good one. Thank you for being here. Please subscribe if you haven't already done so. Hit that notification bell and set it to all. Bye, everybody. Thank you.